Okay, it is February 17th, and welcome to another episode of the MBA show! Remember to subscribe to us on iTunes.
Happy Valentine's Day, MBAs!
Wait, what? Valentine's Day was Monday.
Yeah, some people might miss it. They're kind of busy around here.
Well, that actually brings us to our headlines. So if you have forgotten this Valentine's Day and your partner is saying that you're cheap and stingy, the GMAC says that they are right. They've released their annual salary survey.
We're all getting rich!
Yes! The average starting salary for an MBA this past year, the median salary was $94,000.
That's countrywide. That's all MBAs, and that is a lot of pad folios.
Yep, and to get each of those jobs, the average MBA sent out 33.3 resumes, did 6.3 interviews, and got 1.9 job offers.
Wait a second here. What exactly is 0.9 job offers?
Well,
what's a 0.9 job offer?
Let me demonstrate to you what a 0.9 job offer looks like. So let's say...
This is going to be my offer.
Let's say that you get an offer for $100,000 for that job.
Pretty sweet. That's above average.
Well, it's very, very easy to just make that 0.9 of a job offer.
Wait a second, this comma's in the wrong place.
Well, that's because you only sent in 0.3 of a resume and did 6.9 of an interview.
So how many people are employed?
The great news, 93% of MBAs had a job upon graduation.
Great news, 86% of MBAs had a job upon graduation from somebody other than themselves.
Being self-employed counts as a job, Tom.
Aren't those the people that I always see at the unemployment office?
How many times do I have to tell you this? It's not called the unemployment office, it's called the entrepreneurship center. But it's not all so great being employed by other people. Like 47% of folks said that in their job search that they had to accept a lower offer than they were looking for.
47? Good God! Almost half of MBAs are earning less than average.
Well, look, one more good bubble, and I think there is a bubble coming, and we will knock that number down to 40% of MBAs making less than average.
Come on, bubble.
Okay, so we're kicking off a new segment actually this week, MBA Valentine's Day gifts. So for Valentine's Day, my wife got me a blog post at her blog, wiredchild.elizabethkazikoff.com. And I, of course, forgot to get her anything. So, Tom,
are you a busy MBA? Did you forget a Valentine's Day to get a Valentine's Day present for your SO?
I did.
Well, have no fear. At the MBA show, we have cooked up 3 amazing last-minute Valentine's Day gifts that all MBAs can create.
Okay, what do you got? What do you got for me, Tom?
Everybody loves a nice card, and there's nothing better than a nice leather-bound, personalized Valentine's Day card.
Is that a pad folio?
Go ahead and check that baby out. You probably want to personalize it a little bit, so just put a couple sweet finishing touches on that. And if that doesn't go over so well, I recommend if you have one of those those water bottles that the school likes to give out so much, that can become a nice vase with the flowers right in there. You don't want it to look last minute, so you probably want to personalize this one a little bit as well. So go ahead and turn that around there. Nice. There you go. That says love right there. And you know those fancy necklaces with your name on them?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, so, you could pretty much create one of those out of a name card. Happy Valentine's Day, buddy.
2 things. I hate you. What's with the photos? These are other people's gifts.
Dude, you got to stay true to the brand. I learned that in business school.
Oh, sweet God. All right, well, moving on.
Tell me about Malcolm Gladwell.
Someone who's having a bad Valentine's Day this time is Malcolm Gladwell, who has announced that he hates college rankings. The New Yorker writer and author of business school classics Blink and the Tipping Point has a 6-page article in this week's New Yorker trashing the college rankings process.
Is this what Malcolm Gladwell looks like?
Of course.
I had no idea. Look how big his hair is. If Comrade Obama had his way, this is what everyone on Wall Street would look like.
He's a writer for the New Yorker. What did you expect him to look like?
I guess I was expecting a poorly drawn cartoon.
Anyways, off to this week's jargon. Tom,
I like this one. This is a good one.
Our jargon this week is BATNA.
BATNA, very important for getting rich.
Tom, what is a BATNA?
BATNA stands for Best Alternative to a Negotiated Agreement. I know this says offer. This is the lesser-known BATNO, but BATNA is a popular term as well.
So a BATNA is the best I'm getting rid of this. A BATNA is your best alternative going into a negotiation if that negotiation doesn't turn up anything. If you can't reach any agreement whatsoever,
so you're saying that
otherwise is a BATNA.
So you're saying this is like if I go for a job interview, my first job interview, this 0 is my BATNA for that interview.
And even more classically, talking about going to your second job interview, your BATNA would be that offer from your first job interview.
Okay. Or your 1.9th job interview if you're an average MBA.
Exactly.
Okay. So like for example, when I was looking for co-hosts for the MBA show, Miro was my BATNA.
Which reminds you that it's very important to have a really good BATNA, which allows you to negotiate with from a position of strength. Otherwise, you might end up with not your favorite alternative.
Which brings us to our business school tip of the week, which is have a good BATNA.
So this
Make
might be
more money.
This might be counterintuitive. But what you're going to want to do is try to negotiate the job offer you least want first, or your second choice offer, and negotiate that first, so that when you go into your first choice job, you can really negotiate from a position of strength.
And this is easier said than done, but if you can do it well, it's worth a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's on your radar for this weekend, Tom?
I'm going to be going up to Killington, Vermont. It's going to be a little cold up there. Going to do a little skiing.
Excellent. I'm going to the Haas Educational Case Competition. That's a case competition in Berkeley, focusing on education in the LA Public School District.
All right. I'm the real Tom Rose.
I'm Miro Kaz, and you've been watching The MBA Show.